No problem. Thanks, I will. Bye bye.
Next one is Wilkie. He streams on Twitch and also creates YouTube videos, and he's crazy about me, so I'm pretty sure he's gonna be very happy that I'm calling. Very excited to talk to Wilkie.
Not now.
He hung up? Okay, maybe he's really busy. I'm pretty sure he's really busy, otherwise he would have answered. I also talked to Saint Tone, which is streaming on Twitch and also creating YouTube videos. This is what he had to say. Hi, Saint.
What's up, Sawa? How's it going, dude?
All good. I wanted to call you and ask you what's your biggest regret in Lost Ark?
It's kind of an impromptu question. I mean, among the things that I am known for in this community, whether it's guides or gameplay, I'm also known as someone who spent a lot of money in Lost Ark. And I've talked about this before, but that is probably my biggest regret, because I could have done basically everything that I've done without. I could have done what I've done today, probably less than a couple hundred in the last years, had I just played and been content with what I had.
Right. Okay. Great advice, by the way. You would do it differently if we would start all over again.
I mean, you know, I'll probably play on NA West, but I don't intend to spend a penny. But I'll show people, you know, you don't have to spend anything to perform more than adequately.
Right. Awesome. Thank you, Saint. Bye.
Yep, no problem. Good seeing you.
Next we have Kanima. He's streaming on Twitch and creating YouTube videos. Hi, Kanima.
Hi, Saiwo.
I called you to ask your number one regret in Lost Ark.
Hi, yeah, thank you for having me as well. Yeah, for people, my name is Kanima, and I stream Lost Ark almost every day. And people know me as the free-to-play player in the latest Korean endgame, right? And the question is actually isn't easy for me to answer, and I had to look back like a year ago before I started actually playing Lost Ark. So my number one regret is not that big of a deal actually, but it's more about listening to people's recommendation and their comments about like class choices. Now I know like a lot of people have like this issue as well because of the release of Lost Ark NAEU, right? Because like tier list videos, Twitch streams, there is a lot of avenue for this like topic. All I can say is that basically I went with what people say and kind of ended up wasting my time because in the end like the class that like I actually enjoy is the one that I can play best and in the end plays better than like most of the meta players. Classes in this game are actually balanced enough when it comes to their end game performance. So that's basically what my regret is. Yeah. Of course, like you want information about like how classes work, but my advice is find a class that you would enjoy the most and just try them out yourself. Like it might take a few classes for people to find the one class you like the most. But the good thing about NAU is that you have plenty of time before like the game actually starts to focus on its end game where your performance actually matters.
Right. Perfect. Awesome. Thank you, Kanima. Now let's give another try to Wilkie. Hopefully he's not busy anymore.
Я ждала тебя. Твое появление предсказано в книге пророчеств. Это Тризион, граница миров, призма всего сущего. Следуй за мной на свет. Высший порядок нарушен, и будущее миров окутал туман. Демоны, что пребывали во тьме Фитрании, пробудились. Они несут хаос и погибель. Только одна сила способна способна их остановить.
Hello everybody. And so I'm just kind of testing out some things. I want to see how fast I can get a fresh account, cutscenes included, to maximum level. I've gotten a alt character on an existing account as fast as 9 hours and 12 minutes. And I want to see if I can actually do that consistently. So we're going to stream it and record it and keep a timer going. As far as going fast, there are just like little things that you can do to kind of optimize it. One huge thing I think is going to be experience. The more times you play a character, the more times you play through the story, you start to have an idea of where things are going to be or where you need to be, and you can kind of predict that or preempt that and prepare. As far as having character experience, you'll know your mobility, your damage output, what kind of skills you need to focus, when and why kind of deal, and these things will help cut the run a lot. And there's a whole bunch of little things, like what I just done at the start. If you stand in that spot before you select your class, it'll kind of just move you into the confirmation screen rather than having to go through an additional menu, and it saves you like a couple of seconds maybe. I'm so excited for this game to come out in English. Also, if you guys haven't already, check out the Discord at the bottom of the screen. Dark Assault is a pretty amazing guild set to go pretty hard on North American launch. We've got groups and teams and events for tryhards and casuals alike. So right now we're running Hawkeye or Sharpshooter. This is just because I've actually just completed a run yesterday with Hawkeye. It was one of my fastest runs, but I'm still kind of familiar with exactly their leveling kit and what it looks like. And I think it'll make for a good run. It's definitely a character I want to have an alt of. I don't think I'm going to main Hawkeye when the game comes out, but I'm 100% going to have one. I have no idea what I'm going to main yet. And if, while I'm doing this, if you guys notice any issues with audio, video, gameplay, anything like that, please let me know. This is definitely something I would like to improve at and maybe expand upon as time goes on. Oh, T key for auto run. Inventory is good. Legacy stats. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 through 9. So I've already played this before, so I already know a couple things, like the Encourage emote is something we're going to use at least twice before we hit level 30. After that, I think you use Deny on Turtoik or Annika, I can't remember. And you also use a couple of other ones, but I can't recall. And once I start getting some songs, I'll throw those on there too. And we'll mess with the settings whenever we get to points of extended downtime. I'm familiar with my abilities. R is an AoE, S is an AoE, E is an AoE. It makes for a very easy leveling experience. They can attack all over the place. I'm gonna let them group up on Amon for a second and hit him with some AoE. We're gonna meet him right here, I think. Yeah. mash those keys. Can't get to the menus from here. But I can in the church. I'm going to turn off a couple of things.
Далеко не всем по душе то, что я делаю. Но таков мой долг, и я ему следую, как и весь наш орден. А что ведет вас? Ковчег? Так вы искатель. Отрадно это слышать. Иные скажут, что вы блаженны, но это не так. Какого? Держитесь!
I'm sad that the horse just goes overboard. Nobody says a word. Look like a nice horse.
Теперь я дважды ваш должник. Не убирайте оружие.
Amon gives a movement speed buff if you stand close enough to him. Which is what we're trying to do. And it's what I have on right now.
Нападение сзади. Либо злопамятный лорд объявил охоту за моей головой, честное слово, его подагра неизлечима.
Skippable. As far as I'm aware, Hawkeye has 2 good movement abilities I'm going to be using, and the rest are just going to be AoE with 1 strong single target. So this is a good chance for you to mess with your
Именем
settings.
Руфиона
Make sure everything is however you want it to be.
рассеется тьма.
Yeah.
Я вижу.
Tutorials turned
Благословит
off
вас, Руфион.
because no.
Невероятно!
Videos on, so if there is a video that can be skipped, it will hopefully skip it.
Прошу, подойдите. Ваше
Everything else is
Святейшество,
good.
я
We're
обещал
just gonna
достойную
auto walk
награду.
forward.
Знание.
See,
Вот
I know I
высшая
used surprised
награда для
once,
искателя.
talk twice.
Как неловко. Я думал о золоте.
Honestly,
Ты
not gonna bother with it.
недооцениваешь своего спасителя.
There are,
Аман.
actually, I will put surprised on there because that's a longer word.
Напротив, я весьма ценю.
На тропе паломников. Я вижу в твоих
You might notice
глазах
bits of lag or bits of delay on the in-game side, not necessarily the stream side, hopefully, but the game side. It's just because we're playing in Russia.
Это вы спасли господина Амана?
Надо было подшить подол.
And so one thing is going to be our dash and our movement abilities. We basically want to keep them on cooldown. Just keep going fast. One thing is talking to this potion vendor. We can split our stack. It's shift, click, do like 30, and then we sell the 30. And the reason we sell the 30 is so that we can afford our teleports later on, A, and B, they're not extremely useful either way. They're useful. They're extremely useful in the sense that you should use them all the time, 24/7. They're not extremely useful in the fact that, especially later game, they're just not going to heal you for very much at all. And the game throws potions at you. The potions that heal you over time are ones that you want to use while you level up. This is just because you can use them in all, for lack of a better word, like for all non-extreme content. But for the extreme content, like extreme dungeons and things like that, you can't use the overtime potions. You can only use the percentage potions. So because of that, a lot of people will recommend for you to save those percentage potions for like in-game dungeons and things like that. I don't have a ton of experience with that, but it sounds like good advice to me, so I usually stick to it. And the percentage potion, the overtime potions are at the end of the day all that I found that I need, and I usually have a couple hundred extra by the time I hit 50.
Мойра. Продала прелый табак и хоть бы хны, а мне с этой гнилью на север. Там хорошего курева днем с огнем не сыщешь. Первое правило ты уже знаешь. Телепортироваться строго из центра, если дорожишь конечностями. Второе
And
правило.
something you don't have to do while speed leveling is advertise for your guild, but you do it anyway because you love your homies and you want more people to play with on North America launch. Dark Assault is dope as fuck, and I hope more people check it out.
Натан хороший человек, но страшный ворчун и абсолютный невежда.
Inventory,
Если бы он
song, talk,
слишком много фальшивых
talk
нот.
faster,
Но это
you.
дело техники.
Let's get to
Постоянное
her, I'm
упражнение.
gonna run away, I'm gonna pull up our songs, do this on the bar. I only used the Song of Escape, I think 2-3 times during leveling in total, but that being said, it is honestly one of the most used songs in leveling. You don't use a lot of songs, but there are a couple of dungeons where it really makes sense.
Я, кажись, разбойников видел. Новый Леонхольд возвели
Let's
их
see.
здесь,
Another
в
thing
городе.
is I've got a consumable now, that kind of ghost cape thing. Cape of Swiftness. Put it over here. It's very useful for leveling, and you're going to get a lot of these, so don't be afraid to use them. I think one key is just to make sure you use them when you're going to get that value out of them.
Много веков.
The buff lasts for 12 seconds, and not all of these objectives are 12 seconds sprint away. You don't want to clip it short if you don't have to. I'll let you know whenever I use mine, and you can either mirror that or just find times where you have that kind of movement speed window. For avoiding the chickens, you don't have to fight them. If you go like over here, they should, de-aggro, and your next objective is up there anyway. So it's 2 birds, 1 stone. Haha, get it? They're birds. These things look like they're made of stone. Jokes like these are why I still have a full-time job. Avoid the chickens. So, Lost Ark in recent months and years has made a lot of adjustments
Разбойников видел.
to ease of use.
А ты кто вообще?
One of
чтобы
them
я
have been
тебя
adjusting the way that the quests,
Может, он врачом?
and the way I'm popping a cape, by the way. By the way that the quests and the way that experience is kind of working out, to where you actually go up here, return on auto move. I'm gonna put 4 points into mobility first. This will make my dash farther range. During the leveling experience, especially during the beginning, you're gonna spend all your time on foot until you get a mount. And so having that little bit of extra speed is gonna add up over time. So the sooner I start getting that bonus, the better in my opinion. You can also press enter when those screens pop up to automatically accept. Save yourself 1 second on average, so maybe 30 seconds. Not a huge deal, but just little min-maxy things I've learned over time.
Ищите
Teehee. Boo boo. Did not. Miss. Didn't even click, and that hurts. I missed a lot of abilities there. Guy's gonna run right up to me.
тех... Ну-ка,
Quest
обернись.
in.
Раны или ссадины есть? Срочно промыть.
I think this is also a place where you can use a cape. I don't remember, so I'm gonna use it anyway, just to see how it goes. This is as much learning as it is confirming a speed run of mine. There's a lot of things I'm confident we could be doing to kind of min-max it even more.
Ну что, нашелся господин Аман? Разбойники, говоришь? Разберемся.
Oh yeah, but as I was saying, skip all quests except for main story quests, just because with recent buffs, you no longer have to do side quests. If this changes for launch, I've already made a list of side quests that are fast and give you just enough experience to hit max level at the end of the main story. But I don't think that we will need that, but I do have that list. So if anybody's curious, let me know, and I can give you that information. Fun fact, these quest arrows, hugely useful. I use this all of the time. If you click on this little needle icon, you'll see where your quest objective is, and you can teleport to it much quicker. No more guessing. And that's exactly where that silver came in handy. I don't know if we would have had enough without it. I don't think we would have.
Ламбер мог бы сам ко мне
We'll
заглянуть.
probably
А то
get
как стал
free
капитаном
currency and
и
stuff
никто.
on
Так
launch,
весь такой занятой.
but I don't want to make any assumptions. See? We wouldn't have had that 30 without selling those potions. That I'm 100% certain of. Haha.
Эх ты, Лина. Не понимает, что ли, что у меня служба? Ладно бы мне. Я, кажется, разбойников видел.
And we run. He changes to the zone in chat. That's what I intended to do in the first place. Boss man is dead. I wonder if I can kill some ads while I wait. I didn't get experience with that. That's okay. No, I'm trash. And competition side. One thing you can do to deal with competition is to change channels. This also might have him spawn on this channel if nobody's right here. If you didn't see, it's right above the map key. He's also dead on this channel. There he is. Okay, I thought that would kill him.
Люди Ормака прочесывают восточные руины. Горбаш ищет в речной долине.
Not used to being a level 1.
Оставайтесь в лагере, отвлекайте стражу. Я-то думал, расправимся с главарем и дело с конца.
This is definitely a good place to use the cape. You're going to have a very long sprint ahead of you. One thing I've learned about trying to go fast is to add in a tiny bit of patience when it comes to your dashes and your mobility skills. I don't know if it's because it's on Russia or if it's just in general, but there are a lot of times in my last few runs where I would accidentally clip on walls and things like that, and it can really mess up your run. Open up, there it is. I like to put it on my bar so I can get to it pretty easily. And so I like to make sure that I have my dashes and things like that, my mobility movement, or my mobility abilities kind of ready, and not catch them on corners and things like that to save myself quite a bit of time. I ignored that Bifrost down there. I just don't ever use it, so at least not in the leveling process. For super sweaty tryhards like me, I will definitely come back and grab everything later. But my hope is to see if I can't be the first of whatever class I play to hit maximum level on the server that I'm on. So I'm going to be having a kind of personal race or contest the morning of launch in North America to see if I can accomplish that.
А что на этой плите намалевано-то?
Так никто же не знает,
You know,
курит
listen
и
to
башка.
bandits talk about their feelings.
Найди то, не знаю чего.
Эх, хоть бы бюст какой богини
I normally
завалился.
organize my inventory.
Ишь, выдумал. Сказали, ищи плиту. А ну заткнулись.
What a guy.
Кто тут у нас скребется?
Aw.
Покажись.
Straight to insult, huh?
Убить мерзкую крысу.
You
Живо.
don't think you're going to be alive. Nani. Feel free to use like your Z key and stuff like that
Мы все
while you're
втроем
leveling.
учили.
In dungeons, I would certainly save it to the end of a dungeon, but like while you're out leveling, it doesn't actually matter at all.
Всё, ходим.
Also, you might have noticed we're in an instanced area right there. It's usually, most of the time, a lot faster just to click on that needle icon and teleport to where your quest turn-in is than to walk or teleport out of the dungeon.
Я ему говорю.
Sometimes it's faster to walk out, sometimes it's faster to teleport out, and I'll definitely mention that as I play, but not always. Yeah. Thank you, Blake. Sorry about that. I am just now looking at chat. Yeah, T definitely allows for auto run. You'll see it say auto run enabled or auto move enabled right there, and that's whenever I've got it turned on. Does that kill them? No. Interesting. I'm so soft at this level, it's insane. Usually there's one right there. No, there's two right there, so we'll be good. Oh, hold on. And the other one I just won too. Yeah, this is already slightly slower than one of my other run, but hopefully we'll catch up some time here and there with experience. Here's one of the percentage potions. Do not want to use that by accident, so I just take it off the bar.
И Шейтон что думал? Старика Мэйдека так просто.
He sends us east, and then he sends us south, then he sends us north. This is going to be another instanced boss fight kind of deal. One thing to note about situations like this, and you'll see a lot of them as you level, there's a lot of times where you only have to kill a specific character in order to proceed. Gotta go back, you can't be too far away from it. And so, like in an instance like this, I'm actually not going to care about the ads at all. I'm only going to focus on killing the boss guy. I'm going to hit this, preemptively pop my eagle because it has very short cooldown, and whoop his ass. Can I skip it? I can skip it, yay! Stop, 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 stop. Done. We skip that, we go to the needle, we teleport back, bing bang boom. Bing bong, as a great man once said. I think I'm gonna go ahead and hop into one of the Discord voice channels, DA Public 03. So if anybody in Dark Assault has questions about leveling or Lost Ark or anything really, I'll be happy to share what knowledge I may have. Now we're gonna put some points into damage. Keep that auto run going. Increase the speed of the skill, so it'll do roughly the same amount of damage but in faster time. We got some pants too that I can equip, and we're here. I've already got my finger on the enter key, and so we click enter. Dungeons are another really good place to burn capes. There's a lot of periods in here with a lot of walking. Cool, we got the Claymore ability too. I like that one. Again with dungeons, I can't destroy this barrier right now, but when I kill the ads that spawn around it, and so I let them all group up, I pop my AoE, I circle around to make sure that they stay close. Now I can, so I can ignore them, because they're not going to do enough damage to actually threaten me in any capacity. And we move on. We keep our dash abilities on cooldown. I wonder if that'll blow up the barrel. That'd be hilarious if it could. That would save me some time. One thing about abilities is, that was a mistake, they have directionals. Like that spin ability, for example, does extra damage from behind. Do I have to kill him too? I didn't know that until just now. There it is. When you mouse over it, it'll light up, and that means it's attackable. These guys, they drop a slow thing on the ground, like an AoE, like that. If you stay in it for too long, you get petrified, which is like a hard CC stun for a couple of seconds. Definitely recommend avoiding that if you can. And then there's going to be 3 tents. One of them has an NPC inside. We don't know which one, so we're just going to do them all in order of closest to the exit. So not that one, unlucky. That one, AoE. AoE. We're done. Might notice I'm not really using my dagger dash right there. It's just because I don't want to get caught on the ads and kind of waste it. No? Right. The ads who have symbols above their heads, those like special ads, are never going to be a part of the objectives of like quests and dungeons and things like that. They're all just kind of like additional random event kind of monsters. So you're never going to have to worry about killing them. If they slow you down, ignore them. If you want to kill them, if they're not slowing you down, if they're not a threat, they do give experience and some rewards. Small, but something. So it's not like it's going to be punishing to kill them, but you don't have to go out of your way for it, that's for sure. I'm dropping AoE behind me because there's so many ads. I don't want to get staggered or anything like that. You can use abilities on these destructibles too to try to make it faster. I haven't had a lot of success with that in the past, so I don't do it very often. I find that the normal kind of auto attacks seem to be pretty good. Most characters and classes can destroy all of the destructibles in like one auto attack string. I don't know if it's number of hits or what the decision making factor is there, but it's my experience.
завтрашнего дня я в завязке.
Скажи, что это просто страшный сон.
Демоны, они уже помогите, жрец.
Сейчас не время для расспросов, дитя. Нам всем надо отдохнуть. Одну кружечку, чтобы...
Аромат с кухни, слюнки текут.
А меня без за пятку цапнул. А меня без за пятку цапнул.
5 рулонов верткого
Лиан Хольцвич.
Диков. Афера какая-то.
Давеча еле живы
Были бы
остались.
все
А
мужчины
сегодня
такие
опять
же,
в
как
карауле
Аман.
стоять.
Это ж каким дылдой надо быть, чтоб с таким топорищем управиться?
Так. А денек и
Сегодня
впрямь
просто
начинается
чудесная.
лучше.
Говорят, в Берни и платье пышнее, и мужчины.
Хвала Руфиону, мы пережили ту ночь. Эсда раздели. Да поможет нам Руфион.
То, что вы видели той ночью, Искатель, я должен объясниться. Во времена второго вторжения
Хвала Руфиону, мы пережили ту ночь.
Говорят, в Берни и сегодня просто чудесная.
Так. А денек и впрямь начинается.
Это ж каким дылдой?
Надеюсь, самое страшное уже позади.
Торговцы говорят, что на севере бушует чума. Торговцы говорят, что на севере бушует чума.
Надеюсь, самое страшное уже позади. Надеюсь, самое страшное уже позади.
Эх, ну почему я совсем не разбираюсь в танцах?
Живем как безбожники.
я совсем не разбираюсь в танцах?
Сахарок есть? Это Шейден у нас ученый, а я человек простой. На меня не смотри. Мои лошадки все хороши. Выбирай, как сердце подскажет. Не ошибешь.
Грета, это ты? Милая Грета.
Обмотай лицо платком ко мне.
Еще один хворый.
Бедный Милп. Ему нужна вода из сокрытого родника, хотя, боюсь, она уже не поможет.
Сколько же их тут?
Глядите в оба!
И родник мутнее.
Темные времена.
Я думал, вы ушли далеко вперед, Искатель. Даже переживал, нагоню ли. Я неспроста задержался в Леоноводе. Помните спарангии, которыми поросли заброшенные копии? Я уже видел их, но не мог вспомнить где. Его святейшество подсказал.
Темные времена настали.
Люди говорят, что хворь пришла с севера. Но не могла же фитронийская язва появиться.
На севере еще хуже.
Разве ж спасут от них старые щиты?
Что слышно с юга?
Уроды и уродцы. А старик Алф...
Что там полно переродка. Все трупы А я, можно можно сказать, счастливее. Если выступит язва, приложи
Скоро дым костров.
болотную ряску.
Капитан Киллиан говорит, все началось с дозорного Эммета. Он патрулировал восточные пустоши, а как...
Главное, духом не падать.
Уроды и уродцы. А старик Алфер... Уроды и уродцы. А старик Алфер их...
А я, можно сказать, счастливее. Если выступит
Я
язва,
отправлюсь в восточные пустоши, искатель. Один. Для вас это слишком опасно.
держись от меня подальше.
Глядите. Вышка язвы... Тебя капитан Киллиан прислал.
А я-то мечтал помереть в борделе. Эх, не видать мне жопастенькой моды. Все. Сдохните, ублюдки!
Нужно отступать на юг.
Они ведь совсем мальчишки. Никого их слишком много. Ты не справишься в одиночку. Беги, пока не поздно. Ждем тебя. Как подойдут к бочкам, взрывай их к чертовой матери. настоящий демон, а не мелкая фитронийская шваль. Передай ребятам, Райан ушел в закат. Так у нас на перевале.
Держись от меня подальше.
Что там у Нойта?
Круги полно
Держится?
переродков.
Главное, дух. Все трупы капрала Райана представлю к награде. Посмертно. Он погиб не зря. Не все, конечно, но кое-кто из них...
Уроды и уродцы. А старик Алфер их...
Как же в народе про этот хребет что говорят? Дескать, не горы, это древний змей. Как впал в смерть.
Эти пещеры прокляты.
Господин Аман ушел дальше.
Будет у тебя, Фазер, жена красавица. Сынишка сорванец и две дочурки, глазенки большие, ресницы пушистые.
трупы. Рад, что вы целы. А вот Фозер, Палмер, Рован. Мы с Гарсом хотим вынести.
Через стену.
Все трупы сжечь.
А я, можно сказать,
Чувствуете, искатель? Свежий горный ветерок. Скверно отравлявшая эти земли отступает. Спаранги и чар, а на их месте распускаются гелиопсисы.
Главное, духом не падать.
Через те кусты напросился я с дядюшкой Анорио в Юдию. Месяц готовился, дорожный плащ выбирал.
Шелка, мой племянник, болван. Первое правило торгового.
Все, что нажил, не посеял.
Быстрее!
Шелка, ковры. Мы везли туда мед и пряности, ткани и шкуры, а
Надеюсь, целитель Аман найдет
Дыши
лекарство.
осторожно. Говорят, зараза.
Если ищешь монастырь, ступай вверх по лестнице.
Чего требует от нас монашеский? Быть утешением для страж. Чего требует от нас монашеский обет? Быть утешением для страждущих, когда ни совет знахаря, ни сила лекарства не способны их исцелить.
Что говорят монахи? Жить будем?
Все кончено.
Мы должны
Чёртовы
бороться.
разбойники.
Еще 5. И это всего за полчаса. У настоятеля Лемиара жар. Монастырь переполнен страждущими.
Мои худшие опасения сбываются, искатель. Мы думали, что выкорчевали заразу, но она пустила корни слишком.
С братьями приглядим заболять. Брат Панакий у нас блаженный, нелюдимый. С некромантическими наклонностями, как выяснилось. Люди еще дышали, а он их везде ощупал.
все правильно.
Вы
говорит.
жрец первозданного
Только никто
света?
ему не верит.
Хвала Руфиону и Рогальду. Не зря он рисковал.
Брат Панаки
Если
всё
сомневаетесь, вот,
Только
почитайте
никто ему не
сами.
верит.
Мой прадед был простым травником, жил отшельником.
Смертоносный яд приносит исцеление. Слова безумцев. Но видят боги устами безумцев бескрайние соляные просторы, поросшие саксаулами и верблюжьими колючками.
Да пребудет с тобой Руфион, Искатель. Настоятель прав. Много веков назад мои предки пришли в эти земли из Юдии. Они долго скитались по миру, прежде чем нашли здесь новый дом. Хотя моя бабушка никогда не считала эти места домом. Каждую ночь...
С каравана до границы добрался. А ну стой! Темным ходу нет.